In this video, Kevin and I are going to be going over our likes and dislikes for the month of December. Something that's going to shock you, shock everybody. There are no dislikes from the Tammy Dunn YouTube channel for the month of December. However, if you stay tuned to the end of the video, Kevin has another channel that he does by himself. It's called Lunchtime Review. He will have some dislikes for a Lunchtime Review channel. So you'll get to hear some dislikes, but they're going to be at the end of the video. So for us, we didn't have anything that we disliked, which is awesome. And I'm sure there were things we disliked, but not that we hated, like we detested it, couldn't stand it. So none of that stuff made it into this video. So we're going to jump right into things that we really liked. I'll just pull this forward first. This is the Dolan Estate Bakery. I could be pronouncing that wrong, but these are sriracha cheese straws, and we found these at Tuesday Morning. Tuesday Morning is really good for getting in different little cheese snacks like this, different from all over the place.
And those were good.
Yes. These were, we reviewed like 4 at a time, and these were the best of the bunch. Very good.
One of mine, there's 2 of them actually. These are the Sanders. One of them is the white chocolate sea salt caramels, and the other one is the white chocolate sea salt caramels. One is peppermint, one is sugar cookie. I ended up finishing these off. I put them all just in a bag, and just the flavors and the textures both are really good, and they had really good flavors. The peppermint, I ended up not liking quite as much as I did the sugar cookie, because the sugar cookie was more of a vanilla, whereas the peppermint kind of got old after a while. So, but they were still both excellent caramels. We
bought those at TJ Maxx. Unfortunately, I did not see those anywhere else during the season in our area. So
Sanders, for the most part, is pretty decent anyway.
Yeah, so they're a good brand anyway, but we didn't see those special flavors anywhere but TJ Maxx, so I'm really glad we found them there. I'll go ahead and show you these. This is a local bakery. It's Avies. Irresistibly. This is a chocolate volcano, and this is a caramel volcano. And they are made in Cynthiana, Kentucky. So they're not near us. I don't even know how far away Cynthiana is from us. I don't think I've ever been to Cynthiana, but they're made in Cynthiana, and we got them at a grocery store that we had never shopped in before. So it's not like we can get these like in any store around us. We bought them at a place called Critchfield Meats, and they were just absolutely delicious.
They were very good.
I wish that more stores did sell them, because they're absolutely wonderful. It seems like they were a little pricey, but it could have been because of the store too, because that store is higher on everything than most stores. So I have a feeling if these were at like Walmart or Kroger, they would be cheaper, but they were fantastic.
They were really good. Okay, so this one is the Trader Joe's. These are the gingerbread sandwich cookies, and these are some of the best gingerbread sandwich cookies we've ever eaten.
Yes, really.
They were good textures, good flavors, good balance of spices to everything else. They were just excellent cookies overall.
And if you miss those this year at Trader Joe's,
I'm sure they'll have them next year.
You need to make a note and hopefully they don't make any changes to them, because they were just perfect the way they were. That's the thing, is we can get on here and tell you that we thought something was absolutely wonderful and it's a favorite, and I'll be darned, 2 months down the road they'll change it because they're trying to save some money. Companies
We've done that before.
Yeah, don't do that. You've got a good product. Quit trying to save a buck and just keep going the way you're going, because it's perfect the way it is in most cases. So those were delicious cookies. This was sent to us from Sarah. I don't have the jar. This is the Trader Joe's Stroopwafel Cake Baking Mix. I cannot tell you how delicious this was.
It's very good.
And somebody said I didn't bother buying the baking mix because I could just buy the stroopwafels. This was different. This didn't just taste like stroopwafel. I mean, this was a cake. And let me tell you, because I think it's saying a lot, Ashley loved this, absolutely loved it. And to me, that's saying a lot because she's a picky eater. And she thought this was terrific too. It was very, very simple to make. So that's another one from Trader Joe's. I'm assuming that it's only out towards the end of the year, but if you could still get that, I would get it.
All right, so there's two of them. The specially selected red wine pairing and white wine pairing chocolates. So this one is, that's literally what it is. This one's the red wine, this is the white wine. I thought they had a different flavor.
They did. They have 3 different flavors in each one, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. These are from Aldi.
Yeah.
And like in this one, there was a brownie and a milk chocolate truffle and just a milk chocolate bar.
Yeah, and the red one had a ganache and a red wine and a dark chocolate tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are really good. You don't have to drink wine with them. We just ate them.
We just ate them.
We don't drink wine.
No.
They were just really good quality and really high-end quality chocolate and really good flavors. Textures and everything were really good.
And I think I said at the time of the video, they're kind of really narrowing who buys these, because a lot of people would see red wine pairings, so they would think, oh, we don't drink wine, we're not going to get them at all. And they're missing out on those customers, because these are good just to eat for anybody. You don't have to have wine to enjoy them, for sure. I didn't mean to hop in the middle of here.
No, that's...
These were sent to me from Sarah. But I did not do a review of them in December because I actually reviewed them probably 5 years ago. These are the Tolteca. I'm probably saying that wrong. They are marzipan, but it's peanuts and marzipan. And we can buy these at Walmart right now. And so at our Walmart, they come on like an end cap, and there's like all kinds of Mexican candies and spicy.
It's right next to where they sell tacos and all that
now,
stuff.
see, I was thinking it was at the end of the creamer and coffee aisle.
Well,
so maybe I'm thinking wrong. But it's
those aisles are right next to each other.
They're right next to each other anyway. But these, you can't even tell what was in here. They're circular. They're about this big.
They look like things of soap to me. They always did.
And they have a picture of like a rose on the front of them. And it's marzipan and peanut. And they're only 130 calories. And they're unbelievable. You get like 6 in a package. Sarah sent me these. I promise you they didn't last me 2 days. Because they're so good. I love them. So I didn't review them, but I did enjoy them during December. That's why I wanted to tell you about
them. Go ahead.
These are the organic Ocho caramel trees. They're milk chocolate trees filled with caramel. Very, very good quality chocolate. The caramel was very good. It was sweet. They're a little on the pricey side, but very nice. I would buy it like for an adult. I wouldn't give this to a child because I don't think a child's going to appreciate it, but I think that's a nice adult indulgence.
Go ahead, you got a bunch.
Okay.
I only have 4 things.
Mimi's Sweets. These are the sour rainbow bricks. We bought these at Marshall's. They were good. Just incredible. Just so
I like the texture of those. Those are really good texture.
Yes. So we took those. We had like 6 bags we tried at once, and we just took them all and put them all in a giant Ziploc bag. That's why this is empty now. But these are incredible. If you find these, you need to buy these specifically. Sour rainbow bricks.
They were good.
Awesome. The texture's just terrific.
Okay, so this one is the Chow Joy-Filled Caramels. This is Ravishing Rocky Road. I don't remember. Where did we get these at? I don't remember now.
I think World
Probably.
Market.
Anyway, they're good. Most of the Chow stuff is really good quality. It's just a little expensive. But these were just the textures, quality of the chocolate was really good. The flavors were excellent. The marshmallows had a good chew to them, but they weren't tough like they are sometimes in candy. It was just overall, it was just a really good chocolate.
So I'm going to show you 2 things at once. Maria sent us these, Maria in Berlin, Germany. This is the Ferrero Duplo Coconut White. And these are the Haribo, they're milk but they have the little hippos on them. And I'm telling you what, these are probably my favorite Harbos.
They were good.
Probably my favorite. Some of my favorite Harbos ever would be these. So hopefully they come to America. That would be nice. But as far as the Ferrero Duplo goes, it's choc nut. I said coconut. I didn't mean coconut. Choc nut. This is one of the better for me Ferreros as well because I love it in the white.
Hey, this is a box of chocolate. This is the Cachet Premium Belgium Chocolate Assortment, and this is what it looks like. And there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was 8 different flavors of chocolate. I won't go through all the different flavors, but it was. If you see this brand, at least in this particular box, it was really, really.
We
good.
found that at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Trader Joe's.
Yeah, it's not a Trader Joe's brand, but we bought it at Trader Joe's.
We bought a lot of chocolates at Home Goods that we were less impressed with, but this was excellent.
Yeah, that was worth keeping the box and showing it to you, even though it's big.
If you see it next year, it's worth buying.
And it was a good value.
Well, and you'll probably have it at Valentine's Day. They might have something at Valentine's Day.
They might. Yeah,
So I would think it would be pretty good because most of these flavors are very. They're common flavors.
They're
so they're
stuff
nothing,
that anybody would
they're
like.
not like Christmassy flavors or anything.
No. So it does seem like they could repackage that and put it out for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, put a bow on it or put a heart on it or whatever.
These are Sincerely Nuts, and they are roasted garlic sesame sticks. I think we reviewed like 3 of these in the same video, but they do have others. We found them at TJ Maxx. So I know some people are very skeptical about buying foods at Tuesday Morning and TJ Maxx and Home Goods and places like that.
And it is hit or miss.
It is. It really is. You just, for us, it works out because we do this channel and we're always looking for new stuff for the channel. So I'm hoping by buying this stuff, by spending $4 on this bag, that I'm helping you to say, oh no, avoid those like the plague, or yes, you want to grab these while you can. Any of these bags that say Sincerely Nuts, any of these sesame sticks, I would get them while you can. And it is a very good deal for $4 for the amount that you get in here. Absolutely delicious.
They were very good. All right, so these are the Great Lakes potato chips, simple and satisfying. These are the Parmesan Ranch potato chips. And I think, did I finish these already, Drew? I think I can't remember.
I'm not sure which one.
We both really liked them. It doesn't really matter.
People comment that live in that area of Michigan say they've never seen them before. And that they were going to have to
ship them everywhere else.
Yeah, that they're going to have to look for them.
Yeah, they were really good.
You do need to look for them.
If I remember correctly, we like pretty much all the Great Lakes.
Yes.
This was just our favorite one.
Yes, I hope they get more. We found those at Meijer. I hope Meijer gets more.
Yeah, because we'd never seen them before, and all of a sudden they got them. And it's like, oh, we'll have to keep looking for them.
Yeah, we love trying new chips anyway. So now I have this is the keto friendly. This is a Smart Muffin. And the reason I got these is because my friend Eric told me that they were having a special deal. I think it was for Christmas. They were, I don't know, it might have been like a certain percentage off and then maybe free shipping, something like that. It was a really good deal, or I wouldn't have done it because I don't like paying for shipping. But this is the banana nut, and I really... it seems like there was a chocolate chip too. I ate them so quickly, really, because you don't get, you get three muffins in here. So they did not last long once I did the review. I ate them. But the banana nut was absolutely my favorite. And this is only 113 calories. If you did not watch this video and it sounds interesting to you, you should go back and search for this video because they're huge. So 113 calories, but they were great big muffins. Absolutely worth it.
The only keto low calorie muffin we've ever had that I actually thought was decent.
Yeah,
because most of them are awful.
Yeah, it really was impressive.
Yeah, it was
so
very
and they're gluten free. Just really good.
Okay, this will surprise no one that watches our videos for a while. This one is the Motor City Pizza Company. This one is the 3 meat one. Pretty much all the Motor City Pizza companies, we've liked every one of them. I don't think
all of them.
there's not one of them that we would not purchase
I wouldn't
again.
turn down any of them.
They're all good qualities. The flavors of the sauce is really good. The toppings are really good. The crust is phenomenal. It's a good quality crust. It's not too doughy. It's just right. The crust is because we've had other thick Detroit style pizzas. They weren't very good at all.
They don't compare to this.
No, they were doughy.
They don't hold a candle to this.
They were awful. And their cheese one is probably one of our favorite ones because it has like a Parmesan cheese sauce on it instead of red sauce. It's excellent.
I was going to say, I think we've reviewed 4 of these. We've reviewed the cheese, we've had the pepperoni, we've had a supreme, and we've had the 3 meat. If you could only pick one, which one would you pick? Now, I'm telling you, they are all 5 out of 5. It would probably be the 3 meat. I would too. Yeah. That's my favorite of all of them.
Yeah, the 3 meat. This one would probably be my favorite one.
Yes.
Although I think the cheese would probably be my number 2.
Probably me too. Although
because it's such a unique flavor. That
I really
Parmesan.
do like that supreme.
But they're all awesome.
They're all
so honestly, it's one of those ones you just get them and we have a pizza party occasionally on Fridays. So I
wish we could do it every Friday.
We get one, not all the time, but sometimes.
But for those of you that rave about your brand of Detroit, if you have not tried this brand, you have to. You can't comment anymore on, oh, I like this brand. I'm not going to throw any brands out there. But you can't say that those brands are as good if you haven't had this, because I'm telling you, it's night and day difference.
To us, at least.
You will be absolutely shocked if you try one of those pizzas. They're really, they weren't expensive either.
No, not compared. We've had other ones that were really horrible that were at least as much, if not more.
They were more.
Yeah.
So, okay, so this is hers, and I know you can't see the name on the bag because I've got it taped. But Jason sent us these from Maryland. This is the Game Day Flavors 7-layer dip. They were awesome.
They were good. And just the fact that it was in a cheese puff made it even better.
Yes, it was absolutely delicious. We never saw them in our area until we went to Ollie's Bargain Outlet. And then once we went in Ollie's, we saw both kinds. So they had 2 game day. One was like a taco. And then one was this 7-layer.
And the taco one I didn't like as much.
Yeah, if you could only get one, I'd get the 7-layer.
Yeah, it was very, very
very, very impressive. And then the last thing I have before we go into lunchtime review stuff is this is the Food Lion PB&J Puffs cereal. This was also sent to us from Jason in Maryland.
We don't have a Food Lion around us.
No, we don't. These are, if you've ever had the ones from Aldi, the PB&J cereal, this is very, very, I mean, it could be the same cereal. I just don't have them side by side to compare them, to tell you, yes, they taste exactly the same. These are awesome, though.
They were really
They're awesome. These would, I can't imagine anybody that is in love with peanut butter and jelly not liking this cereal.
They were good and sweet.
Yeah, incredible cereal. So now we're going to start the lunchtime review. Kevin reviews on his lunchtime review channel. I say this every month. He reviews things that can, like sandwich stuff, frozen foods that can be heated in the microwave. He does not use the oven. So if you see a frozen meal that requires the oven, he's not going to review it on that channel. This is for people who have to take something to work, and this is letting you know if it's easy for you to have it at work.
Or if it's any good.
So are you going to do your hates?
I'm going to do hates, and I had a few of them. I'm going to do this one first. This one is the Cedar Lane protein balls. I gave it a 2. And it's also very expensive. Very, very, very expensive for what it is. $5.69 for this. One meal.
And you gave it a 2.
And I gave it a 2. It's very, very, very plain. I put very plain, bland, very little flavor. It just wasn't much to it. And you're paying almost, $5.50, $5.69 for it. It's just not worth it. And for the flavors you're getting, it's just skip it.
Kevin rates meals on a scale of 1 to 5.
Right.
And so by him giving this a 2, that means it was pretty bad. Although I think we're getting ready to hear some lower numbers here.
The 2 means that you could eat it and without throwing it away, but you wouldn't enjoy it. A 1 is like, I'm not eating another bite of this, I'm throwing it in the garbage.
Right. If he gave something a 1 or even a 2, then that usually does mean he did not finish it.
I usually didn't finish it.
He's not going to torture himself. I think you might have given, I didn't write the review.
I can't remember.
I think you probably did give that one a 1.
Well, I can just tell you flat out, these are the Gold Emblem brand, and we didn't have this package because it gets nasty on the inside because it's like a little pouch, and you microwave the pouch, so you've got all this crud inside of it. And I guess I could have stuck it in a Ziploc bag, but it was just easy to print it out.
He said it was nasty and he threw it away, so I said I'll just print out a picture.
Crud and stuff all inside. I gave this one a 2, and you're thinking I gave this one a 1. A 1 or a 2. Either way, the Gold Emblem meals. I tried a few of them. Don't buy any of them. They're all crap.
Gold Emblem is CVS.
Yeah, it's a CVS brand. They may have other good foods, but as far as their microwavable meals and stuff, you're paying way too much for. This was $3.99 for this little container of macaroni and cheese, basically. And I'm thinking this was like $3 or $4. I mean, like $4 or $5.
You had that one, and he had one in a green package too that he didn't like any better. But I forgot to print out the picture. Yeah. Just know that the whole
Gold Emblem things, just don't buy them because they're awful. I mean, just horrible. Not only do they literally taste bad, like the textures are mushy, like the Italian one was almost like a Chef Boyardee meal that you can get for $1 in a whole can, which I hate anyway. Those are just as bad, and you're paying twice as much, if not 3 times more. And they're no better. So
are they all called fast favorites? Yeah, they're all called
they're fast favorites. So skip those. So I did have some I really did like though, and let's do this one first. This one is a Tina. Is it Tina's? Yeah.
Tina's.
A Tina's burrito. This one is the Max Cheesy Bold flavor, the beef nacho cheese burrito. I gave this one a 5. The comment I made, because I always write it on the back to remind myself. This one actually tasted like you had nacho cheese, like the nachos you get in the movie theater and ballparks, whatever, with the squirt macaroni, the
real
cheese.
Healthy kind.
Yeah, this actually tasted like they squirted that yellow processed cheese in there with it. It was just really, really good, and the textures were good. And you get tons of food. I mean, look how big this thing is. So it was. You really
call
good.
that cheese yellow? I think it's orange.
Orange. It's orange. Yeah, it is more orangey. Yeah. Another one was the seasoned pulled pork. This is actually an Aldi brand. This one was $5, and this one is the pulled chicken with barbecue sauce, which I probably said pulled pork all through it. Who knows? I do that sometimes. But this is a pulled chicken. It was just really good. Overall, a really good meal. The sauce was really good, well flavored too. And a lot of people see these meals at Walmart or Aldi or wherever and think, oh, this is a family meal. You know, you would eat that for lunch. All you gotta do is heat it up the night before, or just cut the package open and squeeze out half of it into a bowl or a container, or sometimes take it to work, microwave it, and eat it.
You can get 2 meals in one.
Yeah, you get 2 meals out of one. So I've done that a few times. This one is the Trader Joe's Cubano seasoned wrap, and I gave that one a 5. And I said the meat was excellent, and the sauce was also really, really good. It's a little pricey though. It was $4.69, so it's a little pricey for a sandwich, but it was really, really good flavor-wise. So if you're already in Trader Joe's and you're already spending money, and it sounds interesting to you, it's safe to buy because it is really, really good.
You could take that right out to the car and eat it.
You could. I think it had a squirt package of sauce on it, so you just have to be careful. But yeah, I agree. This one is the Stouffer's Bowlfuls Classic Pub Meatballs and Potatoes, and this one was also a 5. Meyer, it was a Meyer brand. It was just really good too. The potatoes were good. It shows some mushrooms in there. I don't remember a ton of mushrooms, but it had some. But the meatballs were good in season, cooked well. They weren't tough or dry like some of them are. This was just an excellent meal.
You had a good month.
I did. And Devour, I haven't found really, I'm sure there were some, but I can't think right on the top of my head of any Devour meal I didn't like at all.
Aren't they really high in calorie?
Of course they are. The 430
Oh, that's
calories.
not bad.
No, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
This is the smokehouse meat and potatoes. It has like sausage and chicken and stuff like that.
I don't think that's bad.
It's white meat chicken, Memphis style barbecue sauce, smoked sausage, and bacon, and roasted potatoes. And I also gave this one a 5. And this was $4, so I don't think that's bad at all for a lunch. The Devour meals, pretty much all of them are good. So if you see a Devour meal, you're pretty safe to buy if it sounds interesting to you.
So, before this whole COVID thing hit, Kevin was going out to eat once a week. And so it's during these likes and dislikes videos, we like to always highlight the things that he ate. He would go out to eat once a week on Thursday. So, and I would post the video on Thursday. So then the whole COVID thing hit and he stopped eating out completely. So I think maybe March, I'm guessing, he did not eat out since March. Well, on December 17th, he had told me a few days before that, he said, I want to start doing my fast food reviews again once a week, and then so I'll post them on Thursday. So he did 3 for the month of December. 1 is coming out today, so you're gonna get a little sneak peek of the one that's coming out today. But I
may not end up doing them every single week. I'll try my best to get them every week, but if I don't worry, I'll do one probably do it next week or so. So
right.
it's not like it's gone away. It's just I may not just have the opportunity to go out every single week.
Right, and because he is doing these again once a week, he did not want me to, we're not going to post on the weekend. So on that channel, he has not been posting on Saturday or Sunday, you'll notice, because we're doing the restaurant videos, and it's easier for him to keep up with his videos if I give him the weekend off. So that's why we're doing that. So on the 17th, December 17th was your first out to eat meal. So he only had 3 for December. You had Taco Bell toasted chalupa, and you had a dragon fruit freeze with no syrup. And people commented, I know you read it too, that this whole Taco Bell seemed like a bust.
Yeah, or at least the person taking the order was.
Because Kevin tried to get something else at Taco Bell.
Yeah, it was kind of nacho.
Was it a grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese wrap or something like that. A grilled cheese burrito or something like that.
And people commented saying.
And he said they discontinued them. And it's like, no, they had. And it's like, because I said during the video, I said, I'm almost positive, I mean, literally, I wouldn't have even known about it. But I'd literally seen the commercial for it the day before. So it's like, okay, they're showing a commercial for it and then they discontinue it the next day. That didn't even make sense to me.
No, so why would our Taco Bell not have it?
Because they're idiots.
And then they gave him the dragon fruit freeze. He did not ask for no syrup. He wanted the pink one in the picture on the billboard.
They should have at least asked, do you want syrup or not?
And they didn't give him any syrup.
They didn't give me the option. They didn't get asked. And I wouldn't have known. I didn't know it didn't come with, I didn't know that was even an option. I would have made sure I said with syrup.
Right,
so, yeah. You got to be careful with ordering at a fast food restaurant.
Because you would think that they would assume you wanted the regular one unless you specifically said.
Right, I don't want the syrup.
That's like regular and diet. Unless you say diet, they're always going to give you regular. Right. That just makes sense.
Or if I order a cheeseburger, you can assume I want the ketchup and mustard on it unless I say plain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Then but you really did like that toasted chalupa. You really did like that, and you would get that again.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get the dragon fruit necessarily.
It was good. It was not something I'd eat all the time, but drink all the time, but it was good.
On the 24th,
it gives me a headache when I'm drinking those because you're basically eating ice, flavored ice, and man, it just makes your whole head explode. Yeah, but I don't like to drink slow, so.
I don't either. On the 24th, you had the McDonald's McRib, and you had a holiday pie.
Yeah, and I feel for it. If you really love that McRib, more power to you. Because it just is not my thing. I just do not.
And neither was the holiday pie.
No, the holiday pie. Some people say they wait all year for them. I just didn't. I'd rather have an apple pie.
Yeah.
From what I remember, and then even then, they're probably not that great nowadays. But somebody commented that they take the McRib. And they buy it, but they don't like the sauce either, so they take it home and then they like put their own sauce on it and stuff. It's like, I would just go buy a banquet meal that's a barbecue riblet, and it has all that stuff already, and I really like it. So I would just do that instead.
By the time you do all that, you may as well have bought a frozen meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me, at least.
Right. And then today, the meal that's going to come out for you all at 12:30 is Kevin went to Cookout. And he had never been to Cookout before. We have a Cookout now in Winchester. And so you had the barbecue sandwich, you had onion rings, you had hush puppies, and you had an eggnog milkshake.
Yeah, and I said at the time that eggnog milkshake, I liked it. After drinking more of it, it was really plain. It was really kind of a plain, and And Tammy, when I got home, I gave her a drink of it, and she was like, "This really doesn't taste very strong."
I took a sip of it, and I didn't think it. For me, it was not worth the calories because it did not have. It wasn't a strong eggnog flavor at all. I would not get that.
I think the reason I said it in the car that, and you'll hear this, that I liked it was because I hadn't had
A milkshake.
ice cream or milkshake in so long.
He had been deprived.
I hadn't had ice cream really in a long time.
Right.
That it was like I took a drink of it, and just the cold ice cream feel just made me feel happy. So just like a little kid. So I think I judged it a little higher than I would now, looking back on it, or after I drank it, because it really didn't have a lot of flavor. And I was telling somebody else that I think it was Andrew or Christina one, and they said that they got a different flavored milkshake there, and they didn't think it tasted like much either.
So maybe
they
Cookout's
just
not
don't
a
have
good place to order milkshakes.
But the barbecue was really good, as long as you put sauce on it.
So my question is always,
which one I picked?
which one would you eat
Taco Bell
again?
one.
The chalupa. That's what I
the
thought.
chalupa was just, that toasted cheese. You'd be amazed how much difference that toasted cheese made it to the outside of that.
It looked
really,
it looked
good.
really good in the video.
The Cookout was good. If I wasn't in the mood for a taco-like flavor, I would go get the barbecue. Just make sure you get sauce. I had to ask for sauce too, so.
Oh, you did?
Or did they ask me at the window? I can't remember. But anyway, make sure you get sauce.
Cookout was the one where she was very short.
Yeah, it's like she was like, boop, boop, boop. And I didn't even know what she's talking about. She said, "Do you want slaw?"
That's right.
And I didn't know. I've never been there
thought
before.
they would give you a side of slaw like they do at Long John Silver's.
Yeah, just a cup of slaw. Most
cup.
barbecue places give you a side of slaw.
Right.
So she said, "Do you want with slaw?" And I said,
Sure.
Sure. I'm
Right.
thinking, sure, you can put slaw on there. It ended up being on the sandwich. Don't get it like that. It makes the bread soggy. It tastes all right, but it's so soggy if you get it like that. But yeah, she was talking like remember the guy used to talk, Micro Machines guy used to talk really, really fast
Yes.
in that commercial?
In the commercial.
That's what she sounded like. And I'm like, okay, never been there before, so yeah, don't give me any direction. Don't take your time.
Right. Yeah, she should have said, "Do you want coleslaw on the sandwich?" But
Yeah.
she wasn't really speaking in complete sentences.
No, coleslaw.
Yeah. So she was just wanting to get us through the line.
I'm just thinking,
get him through the line.
I know after you've said it 5,000 times in a day, you get tired of saying the same thing over and over again, but you got to remember, not everybody's been there
Exactly.
10 times. A lot of times that's their first experience with your restaurant, and I went away with there thinking, if that girl had been a little taking her time and just actually talked, I would have had a better experience.
Yeah. I've told Kevin the same thing about computers before. I've said, you're very knowledgeable about computers, but not everybody else is. So when you start talking all the stuff, you have to make it easier for everybody to understand.
So I'm pretty slow.
He's tries to be very cautious now of that. Somebody had asked me, I'll just throw this at the end too, because it's the end of the year, are we going to do like a yearly wrap up? Well, I'm weird, so I started doing these likes and dislikes like right in the middle of the year. So I think in June or something, that's when you're going to see the yearly video. Yeah, so you'll see it could be July. So you'll see the monthly favorites like you always see, but then there will be another yearly video right after that, and that'll tell you the things that we like the very, very most out of the month. So, and something's clearly going on. It's hard to film. We live on a very busy street, so every day it's constant. But anyway, I hope you all have a very happy new year and ready to start over and get a fresh start on everything, and hopefully we get to try some new fun foods in the new year. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.